Sonya Massey's father, James Wilburn, says law enforcement agencies should conduct thorough background checks on individuals looking for employment.
Wilburn's statement comes just days after the Illinois Supreme Court ruled that Sean Grayson will have to stay in jail through the holidays.
Our Monique Davis sat down with Wilburn for the first time and joined us in studio to share what he had to say. Monique.
That's right. Since the case has moved away from the appellate court, James Wilburn believes the Illinois Supreme Court will provide justice for Sonya Massey.
I don't think that reasonable men and women who sit on the Illinois Supreme Court can look at the film that we looked at or the body camera footage that we looked at and come to the same conclusions as these three persons who were on the appeals court.
Sonya Massey's father, James Wilburn, says Attorney Ben Crump is currently in a negotiating period with Sangamon County on behalf of his family.
Hopefully, we won't have to go through with a complete litigation to even hire a man and give him a badge and a gun to allow him the opportunity to kill my child.
Wilburn added it was a miscarriage of justice for former Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell to hire Sean Grayson in the first place.
For a man to be in 6 police departments in 3.5 years, it's obvious that this guy has a problem. But I think it's a matter of saving money.
To make sure tragedies like Sonya Massey's death doesn't happen again, Wilburn says law enforcement agencies need to hire people with sympathy. Wilburn says the Springfield Police Department reacted to Massey's death very differently than the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office.
I think that if you have departments who are led by men of great character, like Chief Scarlett, you're not going to have this happen. The chief that are in these departments, their character kind of flows down to the men and women who they command.
Wilburn added the government also needs to enact change, including passing the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act on the federal level, and making changes to the Safety Act on the state level.
I think that Illinois can be the leader in making sure that people having a mental health crisis, they don't need idiots like Sean Grayson going out. They need people who have compassion.
Now, Mr. Wilburn says this matter of events has renewed his purpose in life, and he will use his voice to fight for other families in similar situations. Reporting in studio, I'm Monique Davis. Back to you.
Thanks, Monique. Wilburn mentioned that he is dealing with some health issues of his own, but will continue to seek justice for his daughter. Now, the commission formed to study law enforcement interactions with public is meeting again soon. The Massey Commission will be meeting on the 16th. It will be in the lower level of the BOS Center in Springfield starting at 6 p.m. Now, it will hear reports from the work group and co-chairs, and also on the agenda is a presentation on the hiring of new Sangamon County Sheriff Paula Crouch.
And more fallout from Massey's death. The Department of Justice is investigating the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. The DOJ is looking at the department as a whole, including the events before, during, and after Massey's death, and the Sheriff's Department hiring process dating back to 2020. In the letter sent to the Sheriff's Department, the DOJ says the incident raises serious concerns about the department's interactions with Black people and people with behavioral health disabilities. And in Louisville, Kentucky, the DOJ reached an agreement with the city to reform its police department. The agreement was prompted by the investigation into the police department following the fatal shooting of Breonna Taylor. Taylor was shot in her home after police entered it using a battering ram.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.